Welcome back to the channel. As the title implies, this isn't a sob story, and I'm not looking for sympathy or solicitation. So, outside of, maybe I could go 8 minutes and get a mid roll commercial. I hear that's important. The thought reactors. And I'm not talking about that kind of thought. I hear that's their deal. I hear all I got to do is watch the same viral video and go, at the right point, and there's a payoff. If I had a great rack or, pretty dresses. I don't quite understand the whole thing, but that's okay. We're just going to roll with it. So, I have been slack-assing on the comments. I'm really far behind. Not going to lie there. I don't actually. We got to get some Paco de Lucia. De Lucia. Oof. Yeah, it's been that long. I cannot believe how solid he stays in rotation. So I got to believe some of that's got to come back today or tomorrow. I do have today and tomorrow to work. Maybe going to get to a spot where I could do one reaction on work days, but getting up at 3, I'm not going to have a consistent schedule. I'm going to work mid-afternoon some days, and then I'm going to open other days. Some days I'm going to go to bed at 8:30, 7:30 to 8, and other days I'm going to go to bed at 10. And I'm not a machine. A ranting and raving all opinions for entertainment purposes only machine, maybe. Regulate my sleep cycle and function like a normal person, not so much. But, I'm just kidding. Mostly kidding. It's all going to work out. I'm going to try to do enough today. I do have I did a Mac Miller jet fuel the day it came out. And it got blocked. So I'm assuming the people who own his empire really want to collect on his image. That's a damn shame. So I'm not going to block it out. I'm just going to go like this and delete forever. And this is what happens because, I already got rid of it on my hard drive. It could go up on Patreon, but to me, that workaround seems, I don't know. There's just some moral gray area there. If that's what they want, that's what they could get. I'm not trying to take food out of their mouths. So we delete it. It's gone. I did have a video. I don't know. I could link it to this one maybe. Try to explain some of the stuff. I got an extra tree come down in my dad's yard. I've been running back and forth. I went over there and I did all this crap. And it's not a sob story. I love my dad. And hell, I would have done the Webby last night. But he got bad news from the doctor, which is weird because I'm... To be honest, it's weird because I told him I should stop. Okay, if you know you've got asbestosis in your lungs, you probably don't need them to keep x-raying you, checking it out, and telling you all the time how it's getting worse and worse and worse and worse if they've already told you there's nothing that can be done. I mean, now I'm not saying I'm going to go out there and suck down apricot seed juice or whatever it is, some miracle cure. I'm not saying I'd go that far. I probably might. But he's at that point where he's got to either, shit or get off the pot. Having a doctor constantly tell you that you're already messed up and it's getting worse, how does that do anything to help you will yourself on? It feels to me like the medical industry wants him to roll over and be done. As much as they literally seem to enjoy milking his insurance. Is that what they get everybody in that for? So they could just collect and collect and collect and collect. Keep telling you you're screwed, you're screwed, you're screwed, you're screwed, but then keep collecting and collecting and collecting? I've never been a big fan of insurance. It never seemed to be really works out anybody except for the premium offer, the company that deny all claims that kind of thing group. People who think all of that is a good business. Yeah, I don't know. It kind of sucks. But it was nothing, the bad news was nothing we didn't know about. So, yeah, I've been dealing with his depression, and for lack of a better word. And I don't, I mean, it's depressing. When, when you appeal to authority for all your answers, then the authority is who sways your emotions. When you forego appeal to authority, it turns out that me, myself, I, and God are the only people actually making up the decisions. They could be bad, but at least I don't have to say, well, I was listening to them. It's like all the memes going around. Nobody regrets saying no over the last 3 years, right? No one who put their foot down and says, no, I'm not taking it. None of those people have regrets. I can't imagine what some of the people who appealed to authority must think. And this is not to rub anything in. But with the hearings down in Australia, I think we've got some definitive answers that the tinfoil hat set knew about. But the normies had no clue. Why? Appeal to authority. Just remember, even if you voted a person into a position that doesn't actually give them the authority to impose, let's just say, tyrannical rules on you, right? They were supposed to represent you, not further enslave you. But what do I know? What do I know? The amount of hearings going on around the world kind of lets you know what's going on. So, from problems at home to depression with dad to amazing global discoveries in implementation of medical tyranny. Wow. It has been an adventure, even though I haven't been around the channel. I've definitely been enjoying the trip. Hey, the Thoughts Girls taught me something. Now I got 20 seconds to go and I can wrap it up. Yeah, I hear that's how they get their, they ensure they get a little something extra. And being I only got the bus riders here, I mean, that's all the solicitation I need. Get a couple people to watch a video, confuse the algorithm, and make me, 60 cents. All right, we got Webby coming up next. That was awesome, and I'm gonna try to catch up with some stuff. Maybe not everybody's favorite, but I know some Leo, some other stuff I got in the warehouse that's new. Gonna have to discuss dumping some of the obscure titles and work on requests, or I don't know. We'll figure it out. I added a minute. That's extra bonus that you wouldn't get from the. Okay, 40 seconds, but the thoughts won't give you that.